everybody, it's Michelle, and I've just got a quick little bead charm that I want to share with you guys today. Today I'm going to be making a baton, and I had so much fun with this. This just reminds me so much of my childhood. When I was a kid, I was always twirling a baton or jumping a rope or spinning a hula hoop, something like that. And I first found this bead online, which was what made me think of it. It's the 30mm bugle bead, and it's that twisted metallic look. And this one is in silver, and that's the first one I found. And that just reminds me of the batons that I had when I was a kid. They were always that twisted aluminum handle, and then they had the big white rubber caps on the end. And I just had to do this baton after I saw these bugle beads. So I went ahead and ordered those, and I created this little baton, and I just think it is absolutely adorable. I just really love this, and I ordered the beads in silver, and I also got a turquoise, which is the one that I'm going to be doing for you today. And for the white caps on the end of our baton, it's just a 6x8mm bellflower bead, and I got those in opaque white. And I thought that was the perfect baton. I've got a 2-inch head pin, and a 2-inch turns out just perfect. We're not even going to have to trim anything off of that. So if you have a longer one, a 3-inch or something, that'll work too, and you can trim it off. But if you have the 2-inch, it's going to be just perfect, and we won't even have to trim it. So the first thing we do is put on our 6x8mm bellflower bead with the narrow end up, and then our 30mm bugle bead for our baton handle, and I love that turquoise color too. And then our other bellflower bead with the narrow end going down, and that forms the caps on the end of our baton. I think it's just so cute. So then I'm just going to hold everything together, pushing up from underneath so I make sure all the beads are snugly together, and then bend that head pin over as much as I can. I'm not really going to be able to get a full 90-degree angle because of the taper in my bellflower bead, but just get it the best you can. And then we're going to roll that into a loop with our round nose pliers. And it is just as simple as that. Of course, you'll attach a jump ring here at the top on your loop, and then add a pendant bell or a lobster clasp or earring wires, whatever you want to put on your baton. I would probably put this on a necklace. I think it's just so cute. But I just wanted to show you guys how to form the baton, and whatever connector you put on top is up to you. And I think they are so cute, and I had so much fun creating these. So you guys leave a comment below and let me know what you think of my batons. I had so much fun with these. Did you have batons that looked like these when you were a child? My daughter says when she was little, which it's funny I can remember mine, but not hers. But she says hers had more of a round ball on the tip instead of this shape that mine had when I was growing up. So let me know what yours were like, and if you want to create ones that looked like the ones you had in your childhood, I'd love to see a picture of those. You can post that over in our Facebook group, Craftie Minds. So if you're not a member of that, be sure to join that. I would love to see your projects. And give me a like on my regular Facebook page as well. You can follow along with that. If you don't want to interact with the group and you just want to see notifications of when I post a video or what kind of updates I've got going on, you can follow along on the regular page, and I'll have the links to all of those below too. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also follow me on Pinterest and Instagram, and also be sure to visit my blog. I'm going to be doing some giveaways over there exclusively on the blog, so you don't want to miss out on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed these little batons as much as I did. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.